PodAskew podcast is a founding member of the Odd TV Network.
It's Fandom Friday.
We're getting vocal with PodAskew. I am CJ, and with me, as always, is my hetero life mate Rico. What's up, man?
What's up, motherfucker?
It's fucking Thanksgiving weekend, man. We stuffed with turkey and just hanging out and shit, and damn.
I'm stuffed with stuffing and other stuff.
Yeah, bullshit mainly, but you know, so
Wow.
we knew that already.
Only when I talk to you.
Only when you talk to, well, that's true. I can't argue with that.
Mark's like, this bitch.
I heard him. All
you
right,
heard
guys,
him. You
so
read it, but you heard that shit all the way from Jersey.
Yes, I know. Well, no, we're both in Jersey, so didn't
All right.
go that far. But yeah. So I saw some guesses for the playlist today in the room, and I will say that almost everybody got it right. Yeah. And it wasn't just because of Black. There were some Friday songs in there, not just the song from the Friday soundtrack, but there were some Friday songs. So there you go. I'm gonna give him the pressed ham. Ow. That's really all I have to say to that. Ow.
I'm not touching that one in more ways than one.
Todd, I posted it up in the room, but I think I can do it again. Here we go. There you go. But yeah, so we're here with that. It's Thanksgiving. We're celebrating that. We have something else to celebrate, actually. He's not here tonight. He's not coming tonight because, well, for the fuck of it, I hope he's getting laid, honestly. But Logo Mike's 5-year wedding anniversary is tonight. So congrats to Logo Mike and his beautiful wife, Allie. Yeah, so we're just here hanging out. And how was your Thanksgiving, buddy? I know Steph's out of town, so how was bachelor for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I'm one who's not getting laid tonight. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's both of us.
Steph's good. She's tired. She's stressed. She already wants to come home, but I'm sure she's glad seeing family, but with every Thanksgiving, with every family, there's always some form of drama. So
yeah.
But I'm okay. So let me ask you all in the room, including you, CJ. What is your favorite food during Thanksgiving?
I think for me it depends on where I'm eating, right? Because now see, Kateri doing that Southern home cooking Thanksgiving with the mac and cheese. That was never on my plate or menu growing up. But
no.
Yeah, so for me though, if I'm with my mom, which is very rare on Thanksgiving, I think it's happened once because I'm usually with my dad's family. But if I'm with my mom, she makes this stuffing that is a fucking meal in of itself. Like you could just eat the stuffing and you cover all the food groups. Like no joke. There's amazing shit in this stuffing. So if I'm with mom, it's her stuffing without question, hands down. Okay. If I'm with my dad's family, what?
To be fair, you did have a lot of Thanksgivings with your mom before you were an adult, so
right. But we'd still always go to my dad's side of the family, and
got it.
And she didn't always bring stuffing. And then if we're with my dad's family, my aunt, it's a tie there because my aunt's coleslaw recipe, she makes that shit from scratch, like cuts up the cabbage and shit, is just ridiculous. So good. And then her pumpkin pie is off the fucking chain too. So
yeah, I mean, pumpkin pie is usually straightforward. I mean, don't tweak with.
Yeah, if I have to pick a thing just across the board, it's pumpkin pie without fucking.
All right, So I saw mac and cheese, and then what else was
Yams.
there?
I see yams.
Yams, pecan
That's Mike.
pie.
That's not logo Mike. That's the other Mike. But that's
Right.
Yeah.
So my go-to, and weirdly enough, it's also Stephanie's go-to, is green bean casserole. Like,
I think it depends on how it's made for me. Like I'm
can of mushroom soup and short green beans, and my mom adds like these.
I want the long fuckers, you know.
Well, I mean, it's got to have the, it has to have the crayon mushroom soup shit. And
yeah.
My mom adds like these dried like onion crisp things on top, like halfway through the baking.
You have to. Yeah.
Not everybody does that.
Then so stupid.
I agree. So for the second year in a row, my mom has forgotten to give me the green beans. So I'm in my new place, and Steph's gone. And
are you reading Jess's shit? She makes her own cream of mushroom soup and her own French fried onions for her green bean casserole.
I mean,
yes, you gotta bring us some Thanksgiving dinner next year, dear. That's just like a thing.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So my mom fucked up. She didn't make it last year, and it broke my fucking heart. I made a whole big deal. I mean, I was joking. I was like, you are dead to me. I only asked for one fucking thing this year. I don't give a fuck about the turkey. I don't give a fuck about the stuffing. I only asked for one fucking thing, blah, blah, blah. So my stepfather comes by last night to drop off like half a turkey and stuffing, mashed potatoes, and all that shit. And he gives me this fucking trough that I bring inside. And he's looking at the apartment. I'm about to make myself a plate and put everything in the fridge. No green bean casserole.
Oh no!
So I sent my mom a text. I said, I said, I love you. Thank you for the Thanksgiving dinner. And I know you only forgot to make me green bean casserole because my birth was painful or something, and you want to teach me a lesson or learn some values or some shit. So after I sent that, 30 seconds go by and I get a phone call. She hadn't read the message yet.
Oh, no.
But she saw that I had texted, so she called me. She's like,
yeah.
Hey, did Maxwell get on the road? I'm like, yep. She's like, you bring all the food? I'm like, kind of. And she's like, why? Oh my God, I fucked up. And I'm like,
that's awesome. That's funny.
I was like, yeah, I mean, look, I know you are trying to fucking teach me a lesson. It's like, no, I'm dead to you. I fucked up. I know I'm a complete asshole. And
that's funny.
And I said, well, Mom, I guess I know what you're not thankful for this year. You're not thankful for having a son, and you're trying to hope through the whole point that, your son has moved out. He has his own place, and he's cooking by himself. And then, oh, fuck you. You can cook your own goddamn green bean casserole and blah, blah, blah. So she came back today with like 2 fucking giant containers of fucking green bean casserole. But she forgot the fucking pumpkin pie. She's like, I'm going to come over. I'm going to bring the green bean casserole. I'm going to bring the pumpkin pie. I'm like, all right, awesome.
But you forgot the pie.
Forgot the fucking pie. And
pumpkin pie for me is like, it's got to be good. Do you know what I mean? And I'm real picky about my pumpkin pie. Like I love me some pumpkin pie, but I also won't eat it. So well, first off, I'll tell a story. I'll tell a story about pumpkin pie in a second. But before we get too far off, and I want to just divert for a second because we do have Jess in the room, and in case her internet goes to shit, I want to give her major props for her appearance on PodAskew about Mel Brooks and History of the World Part 1. She kicked ass. We had so much fucking fun talking to her. We always have fun talking to Jess. We've known Jess for a long time, but this is the first time we sat down for a proper PodAskew with her, and it was so much fun. Mm-hmm. We definitely have to fucking do it again. So, but yeah.
You're blushing. You're just drunk, Jessica.
Yeah, so, and then the other thing that I want to reiterate, and I'm going to be annoying as fuck about this over the next like 6 weeks, or not even like a month, but New Year's Eve, New Askews Eve live, New Year's Eve right here on Get Vokl, 10:30 to 12:30 Eastern, 7:30 to 9:30 Pacific, and 2 a.m. to 2:30 a.m. to 3:30 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So, we have listeners in Europe, and Jay, I can't do the math. I'm sorry. Just be here.
For everybody down under, figure that shit out.
Yeah, basically. And Jess, you have to be drunk for that one because we will. So, but
if you guys want it like what it was last week, tune
no,
in New Year's Eve.
it'll be worse. I guarantee it'll be worse.
Anyway. I don't really want it for me to be worse. I got pretty fucking.
Yes, you did.
Smashed.
But I want to double back to pumpkin pie. And talk about my cousin Claire, who now hosts Thanksgiving every year. My aunt, her mom used to host. She's still with us. She just up there in age, so Claire took over the duties, and we hang out at her house now. And Claire and I have argued and fought over pumpkin pie for years and years. So much so that, like, at one point we started kind of realizing that fighting over the pie and working together to get the pie was more effective than trying to fight over it. So we would literally just grab the pie and leave the table and be like, what's everyone else having? And then it got to a point where especially when Claire took over, she makes 3 pumpkin pies now. 3 every year. She makes 1 for everybody. One for me and her that we literally cut down the middle. And then 1 for everybody else. And the 3rd one for me to take home. So I get a whole pie to take home. And then by tradition, that's my Black Friday breakfast. I wake up, I cut a slice.
The whole pie?
No, a slice. Like a slice of pumpkin pie and a cup of coffee. And that is my Black Friday traditional breakfast.
Do you add whipped cream to it?
I can't because of the dairy thing.
That's right. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I know a lot of people consider that mandatory, but I'm of the opinion that pumpkin pie.
Look, we give Jess all this love and she fucks off. Anyway.
She was only here for the fucking praise. I get it. The pumpkin pie needs to just be good without the whipped cream. Like, whipped cream is good if it's like store-bought shitty shit.
Yeah, I agree. Well, okay, so to Mark's point, yes, they do make, but they haven't for years. They do now. And honestly, I'm really not a big whipped cream person to begin with.
Right.
Like, I'm not a person that needs
almond whip for you.
Yeah. I think there's an oat milk whip at this point too. Oh, I've been doing almond milk for years, but I've gone over to oat milk because oat milk is way better and from a flavor perspective. I like almond milk, but I see Mark's comment. I'm just ignoring that one and moving.
No, but I have to like the whole. Oh, so you're a fucking Nazi, and then I'm looking at Todd's comment, lactose intolerance, and I'm like, so if you're a lactose Nazi, you're intolerant to lactose.
You're intolerant to everybody and everything. I'm actually not lactose intolerant. It's a different issue, but it's because I can eat cheese and stuff. I just can't do like ice cream and whipped cream and milk and things like that. So, but that's a whole different conversation. So, but I wanted to, but yeah, so that's what I do with the pumpkin pie and stuff. And I love it. And I miss it. I mean, I got to start, but I got to give Debbie some credit too. So we stayed home this year because Claire, my cousin who normally hosts, she lives down outside of DC. And when we go down there, she doesn't have enough room for us to stay with her, so we have to get a hotel for the night, which I normally don't give a fuck about, but it's
COVID.
With COVID and everything, and I'm sure the hotel. I mean, we stay like at a Sheraton. We're not at some flea bag motel. We stay at a pretty nice place, but at the same time, you just don't know. You don't know who's got what. You don't know where the contact tracing's got. Like, you just don't know. So I wasn't about to deal with that bullshit. But Claire wasn't hosting anyway, because her husband's parents were celebrating their 60th wedding anniversary. And then on the way down to North Carolina to celebrate that, the father passed away.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's fucked up. Like, it's a fucked up story. So it's my heart and thoughts go out to them. But apparently he had been sick for a long time. This isn't just some like random COVID shit. Like, this was like coming. It just didn't know when. So, but thoughts and prayers out to those guys and everything. And it's not to be bring the show down. But it was just a weird confluence of events. Really, is the kind of the reason for bringing it up. You know. But yeah, man. But yeah, I see Dino over on the couch just kicking.
He opened his eyes as soon as I said his name. He's like, "What?
What the fuck?" Yeah. But so we stayed home, and I want to give Debbie some credit, and she and I, but primarily her, So I'll tell you, you'll find this funny, Rico, because you're into cooking and stuff. I said to Deb, let's get turkey breast, because she wanted to get like a chicken, like a rotisserie chicken, which I mean, it's still poultry, but to me, you got to do turkey. You know what I mean? I'm not the world's biggest turkey fan, but I still feel like on Thanksgiving you should have turkey. And so I started doing some research, and I found turkey breasts, like, right? And so I said to Deb, go to the store and get a turkey breast. And she's like, cool, we'll do that. And what I was finding and envisioning is like, you know, when you go get chicken breasts and there's like 4 of them in a pack and it's saran wrapped or whatever, like that's what I had envisioned. She came back with a fucking 7-pound bone.
Pair of titties.
No, yeah, I guess bone-in chicken breast, and so we did not. I did not expect that. And you know what though, we took a shot at it. We happened to have a roasting pan, and we just did our thing with it and cooked it for the 4 hours or so that it asked for. I gotta tell you, man, we had a banging ass turkey dinner last night. So I'm pretty happy with what ultimately came out. I really, really am. It ended up being much more. It just came out surprising, and that's not because of anything on Deb. We've just never done it before, so it was like this could go horribly bad, and we're going to McDonald's. You know what I mean? Or it came, but it came out great. We had all the traditional. The only thing we didn't have was the green bean casserole, but neither of us are like huge green bean casserole people. So like we were okay with that. We had
It's okay that you're wrong.
We had sugar snap peas.
Okay, that's I've never heard of that for Thanksgiving, but that's
the
not
only
been.
It's the only vegetable we had, so we.
Okay. Well, that makes more sense.
But we had that, and then we had mashed potatoes. Deb got this like pre-made. It's not powdered mashed potatoes, but it's a thing in a pack, and it's fully loaded mashed potatoes. So it had like bacon flavor and sour cream and cheese and all that, and so
in a pinch, it's fine, but it's super easy to make mashed potatoes.
No, we just didn't have, but we didn't. And I was trying to be cost effective. We got that for $1 over buying a thing of potatoes and trying to make it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I do have a bag of potatoes, but I tend to eat a lot of potatoes. So
does Deb. She'll eat a potato raw, literally just cut pieces.
Well, I won't go that fucking far. But if you do it properly, you can make like even just one potato for one person is a set of hash browns for one person.
Sure.
Steph and I are doing, you get 2 fucking potatoes. Yeah. But I was actually amazed that we went back to potatoes because we did that whole fucking cleanse.
Right.
And
right.
Part of the requirement was to eat potatoes with nothing added to it and nothing taken away. So you had to eat the skins and everything.
Boiled potatoes, right? Yeah.
Boiled or baked,
Okay.
or a variation of some sort.
I'm with you and Kateri and Jay. Ew, but Deb loves it. So if she likes it, more power to her. I mean,
I can't imagine a raw potato is good. Like
she loves it. She loves it.
I mean, we already know she's got fucking weird taste, but you know.
I mean, you ever seen how someone like takes a knife and cuts off slices of an apple and like eats it off the edge of the knife? Like you've seen that in movies and stuff. That's what she does with potatoes. She'll just cut a slice off and eat it. And
how fucking Irish is that chick?
Pretty Irish, yeah. So.
Man, Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
No, Kateri, we're not doing the cleanse again. We were just of the opinion that we will never have potatoes again, and they were like, "Fuck, potatoes are like in every good like meal, like mashed potatoes, baked potatoes are still good. We're just really being moderate on our salt intake, and I try not to add any butter. Little drizzle of olive oil makes a big difference, but
really, I've never tried that. I've only done it with butter or sour cream. So
well, when you do a baked potato, and even do like an open face baked potato, like you do it halfway and then cut it in half and put it back on the rack. Add like a drizzle of olive oil and like some pepper, and it fucking makes it like insanely good.
Good to know. Good to know. So, well, it sounds like you had I mean, despite all the getting stuff back and forth from your mom, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Yeah, I know that.
I saw one of the funniest fucking things at Trader Joe's like a year ago.
Okay.
Someone, like you all been to a Trader Joe's, more or less, right?
I do. I don't know about everyone else.
Okay. Well, I don't know how far they fucking go. I know it's out here, and I know it's out.
I think it might just be the so Jay might be a little lost, but I think
okay. So if Jay, just in case you don't know, like Trader Joe's is like a healthy kind of version of a grocery store.
Yeah, high-end grocery store with a lot of like.
It's a co-op. That's right. It's like I mean, it is in many ways a co-op, but they have fucking giant chalkboards for their aisles, and the fucking people there will like do little drawings or letters to make it like to just be creative. And I saw one where someone had actually drawn Sam from Lord of the Rings, and they were having a sale on potatoes, and it was like him where like potatoes, and it was just so fucking funny, and it looked just like Sean Astin. I was like, that's funny. Give that motherfucker a raise, dude. That was amazing.
So speaking of though, you mentioned Adam. Welcome to the show.
What's up, Adam?
But speaking of Mordor and Middle Earth and those places, thank you. Middle Earth is what I meant to say. You wanted us to talk about, and I think it was a great idea, in a week where it is the most traveled holiday, at least for the United States. It's the most traveled holiday of the year. You wanted to know if you could travel to any, like, you put it geeky place, but I think it fits just a fantasy world type location.
Let me put it this way. Let's say you have the opportunity to take a flight during COVID. So you're just like, I need to get the fuck away from Earth.
And you're not going to catch anything. Like it's
right. Like it's safe. I mean, that's the whole point, is that
Todd, he hasn't seen it yet. So no, trust me.
No, I've seen, episode 4 came out. I already saw that, but episode 5.
Is it 5 this week? I'm lost track. We can probably talk 4. Yeah. We probably can't talk 5 though. Whatever the most recent one is, we can't talk about it.
Look, Todd, I can't do it because like it's me and Steph's fucking thing, and look, if I fucking watch it without her, she'll fucking put me in carbonite. It ain't gonna fucking be nice. So
was it 4 today or 5? Do you remember? I'm looking up. Say you were making a point about trips, so finish.
So let's get the fuck like out of the world and fucking take a trip to like a location from like a fictional place.
Fictional place.
So I'll start off. Like, here's a great example. Oz, like the fucking land of Oz.
Yeah.
I mean, there's every fucking location that we will all place and list is gonna possibly have some negativity, because most of them are fantasy movies or books or TV shows. And there's always gonna be a villain or a evil fucking location like Mordor and whatnot.
Okay, but Todd, I'm sorry, Rico, just real quick. We can talk episode 4. He's seen 4. It's 5 that he can't see.
Right. If 5 came out today, then I can't do 5.
We did a Sky episode of Pod. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Mark, you're going to have to explain that. But anyway, go ahead, Rico.
So Oz is like, it's first off, if you're ever fucking lost, there's a goddamn like yellow brick road to fucking get your ass to Oz. Like, it's the easiest fucking, like, all it needs, it doesn't even need it. It's just a giant fucking arrow. Like, follow this place, you'll get to M City. Like, that's all you fucking need. And if you want to get back to your house, that little farmhouse, just turn the fuck around and go in the other direction.
Okay.
And the evil fucking bitch, the wicked bitch of the West, you just piss on her and she fucking melts. Like, it's so fucking easy. You got flying fucking monkeys and you just throw their ass a banana and you're good. Like, what is the real fucking threat? You got a lion who's a giant pussy. You got fucking scarecrows that are stupid as hell. You just fucking be like, hey, look behind you, and then just walk away. You got Tin Man that just, if you piss on them, they rust the fuck up. You just got to piss on everything and fucking outsmart everything. And it's a great goddamn place to live. Plus, the biggest threat is a bunch of fucking little people. What are you going to do? Like, you just be like, bitch, get away from me.
If I knew you were going to pick that tonight, Rico, I would have made Home by Breaking Benjamin one of the songs from the playlist because it's all about the Wizard of Oz.
Really?
But no,
I mean,
it's really interesting because Kateri, you can't be much shorter than us. I mean, we're both 5'6". Yeah. So, but in any event, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. A
little person is technically 4'11", so you just made the cut.
The contrast between your pick and my picks, because I'm torn between two places, honestly, and I'm sure we'll with more.
Yeah.
But what?
I got a bunch.
But like for a number one pick, I'm kind of torn. I really am, and I've been back and forth about this all day.
Well, it doesn't have to be a number one. Let's say you spend 1 week at this place and then another week at the other.
Fair enough. So, then I'll start because I went on to Todd's point about Mandalorian episode 5, and I'm not saying anything about the episode, Rico, I promise. But I went on a bit of a Star Wars binge today, just because I was in the mood for it.
Sure.
So I watched episode 4, episode 5, and Solo, and then the new Mandalorian today. So lots of Star Wars. But I'm stuck between Coruscant, but like early Coruscant, like before like Palpatine really took.
Yeah, that's
exactly right. By the way, I looked up who played the Emperor redo and putting in the guy who plays him in the prequel because they went in and put him in 5.
Yeah.
And so I was like, it sucks for that guy.
It was a woman.
Well, the voice. I'm talking about the voice.
Okay, the voice, but it was a woman and they put like fucking monkey eyes on her face.
Yeah. So I was talking about the voice though, and then that dude, and he gets replaced with the other guy. But they say, I'll tell you, what's his name? Ian McDermott? Is that his name?
Yeah, McDermott.
He got the voice pretty fucking close, So, Kateri, and you hit the nail on the head. My other one is Wakanda. That's where I'm stuck. Like I'm stuck between Coruscant and Wakanda. Like those would be my like 1A for me. Because Shermer,
Illinois.
Check you out, Jay. That's awesome. I got to go over to Aurora though at some point and hang out with Wayne and Garth for a day for sure. Although that's a real place. Aurora's a real place, but still, I'd go hang out.
There is no Shermer, Illinois.
Yeah, fucking Jay and Bob. That's the thing. You can't say anything with Jay and Bob for us because they're all real locations. You know what I mean? They're all real.
I'm trying to think of like Dogma. Like if there's
real. All the places they go are real.
Not heaven.
Well, okay. Anyway, movies are fucking bullshit. No duh, Jay. But anyway,
Coruscant.
Yeah, of course. But see, they're both like modernistic with lots of future tech and all that kind of stuff. Like that bar that Obi-Wan and Anakin go into, and the guy's like, "You want to buy some death sticks?" And he's like, "You don't want to sell me death sticks." Like I want to go hang out there. You
could just fucking find that like at any bar. There's some crackhead always trying to sell you some shit, and you'd be like, "You just can't do the Jedi mind trick."
Yeah, it's not Oakland, Kateri. It's what was that town called? Because we did the Lost Boys. Or San.
Oh, it's called Santa Carla, but it's based on Santa Cruz.
Thank you. Yep, I knew it was real. We talked about it on the episode. It's based on a real place, but yeah, Mark, I'm with you. And honestly, like I mean, Philly's not much better, but I like Philly over New York at this point. That's not just because I live here; it's just from being there. But yeah, Yeah, but yeah, that's it. So for me, I think it's Coruscant, but Wakanda is like right there. You know,
See, I'm trying to think of, because that's, as far as I can tell, there's really not many fictional places in the Marvel verse, or at least in the MCU, because it's all New York. It's fucking
no,
California.
Marvel's pretty good about staying real, like
Yeah,
real places. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I think they're. I mean, Mark will probably fucking correct me more, but I don't remember if there's like an Atlantis type situation for Namor. You know what I
that
mean?
I don't
Like,
know. He would know before me. Yeah, he says yes, but
is it
is it
called Atlantis?
yeah, I'd be curious about that too.
Because then Atlantis is a fictional place. So as far
Sure.
as we know,
I mean, and
uh,
to that same thing. I mean, even though I'd probably get killed, Gotham.
yeah. See, I thought about Gotham, and Gotham just sounds like the worst fucking place. Metropolis for sure is a little bit better because at least it's just kind of bright and clean and sunny. But I mean, Gotham looks more for my palate because I like that
It's a
kind of
nice
dark.
weekend to stay in the Narrows. You go, Mike. Mark says yes, it is Atlanta. So
Okay.
Namor is the cousin of Aquaman. That's who he is. They're cousins, or like second cousins, 3 times removed, or something. So
They're very distantly related.
yeah.
There's,
Um,
there's some companies in between them.
Namor hates humans, so maybe go to the DC version.
Yeah, at least Aquaman would be like, "Hey, brother, you want a beer?" Like,
Well, no, that would only be the Jason Momoa version, but still.
yeah, that's true. If it was like, I don't know. I don't really want to talk Aquaman, but
Yeah.
see, I was gonna go off of, because I thought about a bunch of planets for Star Wars as well, and I did consider Coruscant. But Coruscant also, it just seems like the biggest fucking New York City, and that sounds kind of chaotic to me.
That's kind of what intrigues me about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to imagine how much of a pain in the ass it would be to like order takeout there. Like if you want to live on one fucking side of the planet and you're like, fucking Jabba's fucking pizzas on the other side. God damn it. I don't want to have to
That's the thing,
fly all
like
the way over.
like if I'm going to Coruscant, like I'd want to go to that deli that Obi-Wan goes to and talks to his friend about the
Oh,
Camino Dart. You know what I mean? Like I'd want to go there, stuff
I
like that.
see, that's the
Um,
thing. Like food in Star Wars has always been kind of mystifying because they don't, it's not like they have bacon and eggs at a
but
diner
we don't know that.
there.
We just, I
I
mean,
think they might have meat and eggs. It's just not going to fucking be chicken and pork. It's going to be
oh,
like,
probably not. Yeah.
they're like,
You know where else I'm curious to see that's from that world, honestly, or from that universe. I mean, pun intended. Is I would like to have seen what Alderaan looked like. Because I bet you Alderaan was a pretty place, you know?
yeah,
Like
I would imagine it'd be pretty
I
laid back.
imagine a similar location to Naboo. Like I imagine it's very Naboo like.
Well, Naboo is based on like Italy, so I did think about it. I was like imagining Alderaan as sort of looking like Sweden, like kind of snowy, but not all the time, and kind of like,
Now, see, based on I mean, if you're going on looking for love in all the in Alderaan places, oh Todd.
that's nice. That
But
was good.
if you're going based on the fact that what the people we've seen from Alderaan look like, we've seen 3 characters, one of them being Leia, so I don't know if that counts because she's adopted. But you've seen her father,
Jimmy Smith.
Organa, Jimmy Smith, and then and this doesn't spoil anything for you, Rico, because you've seen the episode, but you've seen Gina Carano's character from Mandalorian, which we just recently found out was from Alderaan as well.
So they wouldn't be Nordic Swedish. They'd be looked like Hispanic, Italian, Latin kind of looking.
See, so I'm thinking like maybe more Mediterranean, but not Italy. So maybe either Greece or
I could see that.
Or like I would say Spain, but I don't think so.
So Leia really should have been like, "Hey, what's it gonna do? Fucking look, you fuck you."
But yeah, man. So just some cool places out there. I know where I don't want to go is Tatooine. Like that.
Yeah, fuck that. Tatooine fucking looks like it. We'd all be like, "I don't like Sith," and we'd all just be turning into Anakin fucking
And I
Skywalker.
and I don't want to go to the Scum and Villainy canteen. Like, well, it's not called the Scum and Villainy canteen; it's just called a cantina. But the most isolated cantina. I don't want to go there. You know,
it sounds awful.
Go to the bar, and the guy's like, "I'm going to kill you because I have a death sentence in 10 systems," and then it just goes from there.
You can't even have a drink with Han Solo. He always shoots first.
Yeah. By the way, did you see before we open the window? Because I want to open the windows up. But did you see the Family Guy where they spoofed that?
Well, you mean the movies they did?
Well, I think they did all, but that specific part in the cantina with that guy, because the one guy doesn't talk English. The guy that's got like the tusks, he doesn't speak any English. Yeah. So the Family Guy version is he's like, "Hey, I like your shirt," and the guy's translating with, "He doesn't like you," and he's like, "What? I didn't say that."
Yeah. And now he cuts off his fucking arm, and then he gets unemployed, and he can't fucking. I think it ends with him like hanging himself or shooting himself or something.
I don't know. That wouldn't surprise me with Family Guy, but still.
All right. Well, I got a couple more. Let's open up the rooms.
Well, why don't you give us one more since I said two before we?
Well, mine. I'll give you one of the easy ones. So Sesame Street.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I guess when you proposed this topic to me, I thought about like where you want to go to vacation. So if you're going to vacation, you're going to spend I don't know if I'd want to spend a week there. I'd go hang out for a day for sure. Like, you know what I mean? Like Sesame Street would be a part of that day trip. You know what I mean?
Sure. I mean, when you want to take when you want to get out of Brooklyn.
We swear way too much for Sesame Street. That's probably true, Mark.
No, dude, they're all about learning shit. So I'll fucking teach them some swear words. Like the letter F is for fuck.
There's a language thing where they teach different languages. Mark will teach them, or I mean, Rico will teach them motherfucker. So
I'll fucking it would be fucking great to get out of the hustle and bustle and depression of New York City to just fucking what is that street? Like when you go to like 123rd and then make a left, you get to fucking Sesame Street. Like I don't understand.
It's in Brooklyn. The way those stairs are all set up, it's got to be fucking Brooklyn. There's no.
I want to know what the fuck those Muppets do to afford like brownstones in New York City. You know what I mean? Like
right.
I was like, you're a fucking 7-foot bird. What the fuck do you do? And you're 6. Man. Like Big Bird's supposed to be 6 years old or some shit.
Everyone's dying to meet Snuffy J because he didn't exist. He was a fucking acid trip that Bird was on. That's all he was.
Look, if I want to fucking see like a dopey cokehead, I'll just go outside of the park next to my house.
Yeah, right.
Hi, Bird.
That's so funny. All right, let's open these windows up and get ready to get yelled at by Mark because I'm pretty sure that's coming after that last part. So here we go.
Just imagining Todd's version of Elmo, like starring in like Scarface.
Say hello to my little friend.
Okay, you motherfuckers. Where are you cockroaches?
Oh man. Oh, they both jumped in. I think Todd technically was first, Mark. I hate to give you that burst your bubble there.
Yeah. No, I think they all swear like sailors off camera, and they're just like, Well,
we know Elmo's doing bad things off camera, but we won't get into that.
I'm imagining Mr. Hooper fucking talking.
Well, yeah, like, the puppeteer was fired from the.
Well, it's really interesting, not to get way off topic, Todd, but when we did the, I think it was the Mel, I don't know if it was the Mel Brooks one. Somehow we ended up looking up, it was Mel Brooks. We were talking about Gregory Hines. I remember how this ties together. And we talked about him being on Sesame Street or in The Great Muppet Caper. And then we ended up talking about the first Muppet movie. And Tim Burton ended up being one of the puppeteers in the first.
No, but we discovered it wasn't him. It was
him. We said it was him. It is him. Oh, it is Tim Burton.
All right. Okay.
I promise you.
Okay.
So anyway, Todd, give us a spot. Give us a place.
As far as like fictional place I would like to go on vacation.
Yeah.
I think I'd have to go to Hogwarts.
It's not a bad pick. See, here's my problem with Hogwarts, right? every time you go to Hogwarts, there's some shit going on. Like Harry's fucked that place up every year he was there.
Well, yeah, but Harry's been a fucking like he's out of Hogwarts for a very long time now. The place is safe.
Well, yeah, if we're talking modern day today, Hogwarts, sure. I'm talking about if you're talking during the films.
No one was. Well, everyone else survives unless you're fucking a little girl stuck in the like people die in the Battle of Hogwarts, but you know.
Or if you're Pattinson, you die. I forget his name.
I think we're all safe.
Yeah,
Robert Pattinson.
But anyway, so
I think we'd only be in trouble if we go to Hogwarts while they're still there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or we fucking like shoot the fucking owl that brings Harry his fucking letter.
Mark, what you got, buddy?
Arkham, Massachusetts.
Okay, you gotta help me out here.
That's the setting for all the stories written by H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Is that a fictional place? I know Massachusetts is real, but
Arkham is a fictional city. Yes.
Okay. All right.
You just want to hang out with fucking Cthulhu and shit?
Well, I mean, Cthulhu sleeps at the bottom of the ocean. I would just want to visit Miskatonic University, which is like the university where all the fucked up shit happens.
So not Hogwarts.
No. Fine. I'll give you an easy one. Derry, Maine. How about that?
Oh, wait. Why the fuck would you want to go to Derry, Maine, dude?
Look, you guys all want to go to all these nice fucking places. No.
Hey, we would all be safe there because we're all adults.
In this process, I want to go hang out with the murder clown for a week. Fuck you.
I'm guessing that's where it is.
Yeah. Hi there, Georgie. Don't you want a balloon?
Yeah. Hi, Georgie. Would you like a balloon?
Yeah, the new one sounds like fucking Scooby-Doo.
Yes, he does. At least the way you do it, Rico. So.
Hi there, Georgie. Don't you want a balloon?
Jay says she wants to go on the Love Boat because everybody gets laid there. I think that...
No, they don't because it's network television. Nobody gets laid on the Love Boat.
They get as much laid as the Muppets swear off camera. Let's put it that way.
There you go. Or it's like Leisure Suit Larry. What was that one called, Mark? The one that I bought, sadly.
That doesn't help me.
It's the other one on a boat, I believe.
What was it? What was it? What was it? The fucking PlayStation 3 game?
No, I got it on Steam like a year ago. I'd say you were playing it actually on stream, and I bought it so I could see the end of the story.
Oh, that one was just the Leisure Suit Larry in the Land of the Lounge Lizards.
No, you played a different one where he was on a boat. I remember.
Oh, Love for Sale, yes.
Love for Sale. Anyway, but early on in the chat, Mark, you said we were doing the. I might be pronouncing it wrong, but you said the
Isekai.
Isekai. So what is this?
It's weeb shit basically. It is a genre in Japan that revolves around a normal person from Earth being displaced, transported to, reborn, or otherwise trapped in a parallel universe, fantasy world, or virtual world where they must adapt and or assimilate to this new world along with its new rules, cultures, and philosophies.
Why do you have to go get all meta on us and shit? Like,
motherfucker, I read things.
He went all fucking Webster's on us.
Right?
From the Wikipedia page.
Okay.
So,
all right, I got
Speaking
another
of Wikipedia. I found the Muppet Wiki page for Tim Burton.
Yeah.
It is him.
It's still amazing to me. I got another location.
I'm amazed by
John Landis was the voice of Grover, so go figure that one out. Yeah, he was.
He wasn't.
Dude, it's there.
No, he was not.
Nope. People act like I don't read shit myself.
No. Grover is Frank Oz.
Not for that movie.
Frank Oz was the voice of Grover.
Rico, give us another play.
For what movie?
Willy Wonka's Factory.
Which one?
With the either. I mean, I would choose either with the understanding that I would actually fucking like be good. Like if Willy Wonka was saying, "Don't fucking touch any shit," don't eat the fucking everlasting gobstopper and blah blah blah, I'd listen to the motherfucker. So, but to have free reign to fucking lick some wallpaper and eat some fucking candied grass and shit, it sounds fucking fun. I'd be throwing up at the end of the tour, but it'd be pretty fucking amazing to see. And who the fuck knows where that's set? It could either be in fucking England or Germany.
You're not talking about Grover from Sesame Street, then. That's what I was thinking you were talking about.
Yeah, well, then it's a different. It's Ernie and Bert and Grover, and it's John Landis. I just sent you the link. Scroll down about halfway. He's uncredited.
Huh.
Anyways, children, yeah, I think Willy Wonka's factory would be fucking astounding to check out. If you behave and if you follow the fucking rules, because who wouldn't?
Whoa! I'd want to go to. I mean, all jokes aside, Rico, I think there's a distinct difference between the Gene Wilder and the Johnny Depp.
Oh, well, sure.
And okay. I would want to go to the Johnny Depp one personally.
Because the boat ride is fucking scary as shit in the Willy Wonka one.
No, I just think I like the same reason why I would go to Gotham. I just like, me. It's a cooler version. I like dark shit. That's why I'd go to Gotham. I'd probably get killed, but I'd still go to Gotham. Mm-hmm. I'd go to Star City before I went to Central City, probably. Sticking in
better than Bloodhaven.
Look, I would go to Central City before I go to Star City because there's a lot less death in Central City.
Well, yes, there's a lot less death than there's in Gotham too. But I mean, I'd still go to Gotham. So
you would go to Gotham during the day, though.
No.
Really?
I mean,
well, which version of Gotham? Fucking Tim Burton or Bruckheimer or Christopher Nolan?
Nolan
or Zack Snyder?
Nolan, which is
okay.
Which is basically Chicago, but
right.
Yeah, I would go to the Tim Burton Gotham before I do the other ones. That's weird. His name is on IMDb, but it doesn't say voice. It just says
Muppet
Puppeteer.
No, it says Grover uncredited. I'm pretty certain that means he was the voice.
I don't.
It would say voice in parentheses next to it if it was a voice.
Let me the puppeteer, but at the end of the day,
It's still cool that he was that though.
Let me be in the middle of this because I think it's most likely that Oz did the voice and was maybe controlling the mouth, and Landis was lifting up the other fucking arm and shit.
What were you gonna say, Mark?
It's possible.
No, that's it. It's just
Okay. Yeah. Well, there you go.
This conversation is doing? It's getting near and far.
Who had their arm up Grover's ass?
You know what's going to really fuck you up is when you realize that the voice of Grover is literally the same voice as Yoda, except for he speaks backwards.
Well, and Miss Piggy. I mean, it's
yeah. Well, no, I mean the voice itself is the same voice. Not the same actor. It is the same actor, but the voice is the same voice, but he speaks backwards.
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to sell that because you look at Ernie, and Ernie is just kind of a dopier version of Kermit.
Yeah.
Kermit's kind of more pinched, and then Ernie is kind of, hey, Bert, like it's fucking really not much of a difference.
Yeah.
Mark, you got another place you want to like something that's not Lovecraftian or Kingish?
Don't put fucking limits on me. You're not my real dad.
Someplace with rainbows and
you're not even my fake dad.
Unicorns.
Is he your daddy?
Actually, I think you called me your son once.
Yeah, he's my little son.
Which you're younger than me, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm older than you.
By a year, I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take.
But we'll go with Thessia.
Okay, and that is
a planet in the Mass Effect universe that all of the Asari live on.
I love you, Mark.
I want to fuck a blue space babe. Fuck off.
I don't.
So would you go to the fucking Avatar world or where the fuck that place is?
No. Those people should not be impugned upon by our bullshit.
You don't want
Oh,
to.
come on. Everyone wants to have sex with their tail.
You know,
You don't want.
you know,
Dino, run!
Yeah, right. If we're gonna go in that general,
Poor Dino.
if we're gonna go in that general direction, though, I would say that like as Jay brought up the Love Boat earlier as like a cruise thing, right? Go do that. I would go and ride on the Enterprise D. I would go ride on the next gen Enterprise and just cruise around the galaxy for a while.
Yeah, you would ride that D, wouldn't you?
Oh, shut up.
He's nuts. Got him.
Enterprise.
Good night, everybody.
I think another place I would go would be like the original Fantasy Island from the 70s.
That's the one that I think Jay brought up just a little while ago.
The plane.
The plane.
I still haven't watched the Blumhouse movie yet. I don't want to.
I haven't.
I'll tell you who I would want to hang out with.
Hmm.
It's not really necessarily a universe or a location, but like it sort of is. Hang out with the fucking Scooby Gang, like fucking riding the Mystery Machine.
Yeah.
Coolsville.
Because
Go to
every
Coolsville.
fucking mystery is easy as piss to solve. It's like, hey, it's the motherfucker who owns the like park, and he's pissed off because he's not getting enough money, and blah blah blah, or some shit. And you just bitch slap a guy and rip off their fucking mask, and you're done. You got a fucking couple stoners. One of them's a dog, and they're always good for a meal. And you got fucking fine ass Daphne and Velma, and Fred's just a pushover. You just get the fuck away from me, Fred. You fucking handkerchief.
Choking with his own ascot.
Yeah.
They have.
Kateri says, I want to be Daphne and Velma's friend and shag Shaggy.
Zoinks.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Like,
Yeah.
they actually. I was gonna say they have the Scooby-Doo van from the movies done in Australia at their version of Universal Studios.
Jay,
There you go, Jay. That's how you do it.
Yep. Jay, is that true? Back us up here.
She's gonna be banned from Universal Studios.
It's like called Movie World or some shit.
Fuck Shaggy. She's pulling a doggy style with Shaggy. He's like, "That's not me, man. That's Scoob."
It'll be worth it.
You get kicked out of there because you're trying to
Can I help
bend
you?
Shaggy over.
Oh
What do you
man.
want, motherfucker? There. You
How
want the
was
shoulder?
that?
Steve-o.
Weird noises coming out of my computer. Okay.
What?
Anyway.
That's just our voices.
Well, I'm used to those though. So, cat tax. Jess, I don't know if you were here when we announced the topic. We're talking about fictional places that we would want to go and hang out at on vacation if we could go and get away. So, if you want to, Todd, you didn't have to drop off. I was just kind of bringing her up to speed on what
I think he was actually going somewhere.
Oh, okay. Going to one of those places we talked about.
Yeah, he's fucking off to Hogwarts. He got his letter.
Yeah, right. There you go. Mark, would you? So I actually, this is for both you guys, but Mark just dropped off. Fuck, well, everybody's just leaving. Well, fuck you guys. No. I was gonna ask Mark this too, but I guess, and hopefully he's in the room, he can respond. But here he's back.
Computer.
Does your question qualify for? Because some people brought it up in the chat about going to I think it was mainly Todd, but going to places like Spider-Man's New York City. So New York City is real, but going in a universe in which Spider-Man exists.
Well, yeah, I mean, I included fucking Sesame Street, so yeah.
Sesame Street's not real.
Well, neither is Spider-Man, so yeah.
Right, but
the answer is yes.
You still have a completely fictional street that's,
I mean, okay, so how about this as a segue? You take away the traditional Peter Parker New York City, and you go like 2099 or Spider-Man Noir. Like those are alternate fictional
That's
versions.
true. I would 2099, or even the Miles Morales version, which I guess is still that's still 616, right, Mark?
Originally it was 1610. Now it is 616.
Oh, 1610. Okay. Jess says she wants to go. If I'm reading this right, she wants to go hang out at the 4077, the MASH unit from the show MASH.
You just want to go to fucking Korea?
I guess.
She wants to go hang out with the people from MASH specifically, is what she's saying.
Yeah, that's how I read it.
Nobody wants to go. That's like nobody wants to go deal with the Korean War.
That is
you can actually part of the pit's still there. Southern California, like the national parks or some shit.
Yeah, but like I'd rather go to Springfield than go to Universal Studio to see the Springfield ride. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's another one. I would fucking love to check out Springfield.
It's not on a backlot. It's actually legit, like in a state or city park in Southern California. The signs for Korea and stuff are still up on the trail.
I was just gonna say that.
Yes,
would you want to go? Springfield would be an interesting place. I'd watch Homer do stupid shit for a week.
What did I just say?
I didn't hear. Well, I didn't hear you, motherfucker.
I said Springfield.
There you
go. More so than like fucking Quahog or South Park. South Park's got a whole mess of shit going on, always happening.
For sure. I would have to go see Shelbyville though. I'd have to see Shelbyville to see if it's as terrible as they say it is.
It just looks super normal and bland and fake,
right. What? Yeah. Shelbyville's the neighboring city to Springfield. It's their rival city.
Oh, so Simpsons, gotcha.
See, Jess, Gilligan's Island's a good call, but see, like, there's two different versions of Gilligan's Island, and I'm not even talking about the color in black and white. I don't care about that bullshit. But like, there was a TV movie that they did where they basically, after they got off the island, they went back and the house built like a multi high-rise hotel and shit. And like, I don't know which one I'd want to go to. Like, a part of me would rather go there than, I don't know. So,
well, I'd rather hang out the Golden Palace than the Golden Girls condo, or house.
Jess,
I wouldn't want to hang out at the fucking Golden Palace. That fucking 6-year-old kid would get punted.
You just don't have to babysit.
I don't know.
It's a spin-off of the Golden Girls.
Oh, that.
Yeah, it only lasted one season because it was bad.
Yeah.
I never heard of it.
It was bad. Jess, to your point about Ginger, like, she is a high class lady, but give me Marianne every day of the week, like all day. Sorry, nope. I'd rather hang out with Marianne. So,
yeah.
But that's just
Ginger seemed like she was high maintenance and she had some serious mental problems.
They're all stuck on a fucking island. I mean, they all have mental problems.
Sure.
I mean, before that, she was an actress, so she was like it's all about me. It's me.
I know, but I mean, Tom Hanks was talking to a fucking volleyball after a couple of years on a fucking island. So
this is true.
I mean, I see. I've only seen an episode of Lost, and I lost my fucking mind. So, like, I can't imagine what the characters are going through.
Does hanging out in the genie's bottle count?
In Aladdin?
No, from I Dream of Jeannie.
Oh, yeah, that's a fictional place.
All right.
I would absolutely hang out with. I would actually hang out with Jeannie in her bottle.
Moves on Jeannie.
So would I.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a tight fit, but I'd hang out with Jeannie.
Did you
hang out?
Rub my lamp. It's so weird. I saw the movie fucking Wishmaster last night. Did you guys see it? Have you ever seen Wishmaster?
I've seen all of them.
I only saw the first one. It's basically like if you took a slasher movie, but it's a djinn. So an old ass genie, but it's not like Ron Williams. They even say explicitly, like, forget Ron Williams. Djinns are fucking evil as shit motherfuckers.
Right.
And they do like that kind of bedazzle thing.
Yeah.
where it's like I give you wishes, and the wishes are all fucking awful. Like, I'd like to be beautiful forever. So the motherfucker turns like a woman into a fucking mannequin. Like it's that type of shit.
Real quick, Rico, I want to bring everybody up to speed because Luke and Fern have joined us since we started talking, and so what we're doing tonight is we're deciding if you had a fictional place you would want to go hang out, i.e., Hogwarts or Coruscant from Star Wars, or any of those places that you could go to and hang out and vacation. Where would you go and why? So feel free. If you want to jump in the chat, let us know. If you want to tell us in chat, you can. If you want to jump on a window, give us a high heads up, and we'll get you some space and let you come talk to us. But
I like how no one is mentioning Middle Earth.
Because
None of us motherfuckers want to go in the fucking woods.
the only place I'd go in Middle Earth is I'd hang out with the elves. I'd go to the Elvish city. The name of it escapes me at the moment. Rivendell, that's it. Yeah, I'd go there, but that's the only place I'd really want to go in Middle Earth.
You can.
Jess says I can just go to New Zealand and I'm there.
Yeah,
right. Hobbiton would be pretty fun. I mean, the tallest motherfucker there, not by a lot, but I mean the tallest motherfucker there.
True.
I wouldn't have to worry about like my weight. Everyone's kind of dopey and fat and just like good old time. And I'd be the baldest fucking hobbit. Everyone else has got a fucking shaggy fucking hair.
Yeah, yeah.
You'd probably also be the hobbit with the furriest feet.
My feet aren't that hairy.
Yeah,
I don't know. For some reason, I just imagine that you have like massively hairy feet, Rico. I don't know why.
No, I've got hairy fucking palms, but that's not connected.
Would cartoon locations? Well, I mean, I know we talked about spring because honestly, Duckville from DuckTales, I'd go hang out there.
Look, yeah.
Or what about Duckburg? Duckburg, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought Duckville was Howard the Duck, or am I wrong about that?
I've never seen it, so I can't speak to it.
Such a bizarre fucking movie.
I haven't seen it.
Well, I heard it was so terrible. Like I was gonna watch it, and they were like, "No, don't watch." So
you should watch it now, just so you could see all the adult jokes.
Okay.
Yeah. Like Howard the Duck, like
I mean,
go ahead, Todd.
I was gonna say it's worth a watch at least.
So you never have to again.
You know what did come on? Real quick to get off topic for a split second, but what came on Netflix now got added to Netflix that I want to see that I've never fucking seen. War Games with Matthew Broderick. I'm super excited to see that movie because I've never seen it, and I've always heard people say good things, so I'm pretty excited.
They filmed part of it out here.
So I've got another place that I would visit for a week.
Okay, what you got?
They filmed part of it out here.
No, you're fine. Mark, what do you got?
Silent Hill.
Well, fuck.
I love how Mark is like picking this, like no matter where you go, you're gonna live, you're gonna be fine. So he's just like, I'm gonna go find the most fucked up places.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I want to fucking pet like a rotting dog with 3 tongues.
You and I hang out with you. You and
I want to
have
get a
very
beer with
different
Pyramid
interests.
Head. Fuck you.
Would you stop by Raccoon City on your way?
No, the problem with Raccoon City fundamentally is that it doesn't last for a week from the moment everything goes to shit till the point where they nuke it. So you can't really get your money's worth out of the vacation. And the problem is everything before that is just a town full of assholes who have horrible sense in security and decoration.
Motherfuckers, the whole point of this was like so you could leave a fucking world with an outbreak and quarantine, not go fucking find another one.
Listen. Schadenfreude.
Bless you.
Making me feel glad that I'm not you.
Every day.
See, I'm like the motherfuckers like, I want to go to Sesame Street.
I got another place I'd go. I got another place I'd go.
Sure.
Yeah.
The Upside Down.
So where?
Jesus Christ, dude!
Just say you want to fucking like hang out in hell with Hades and shit.
Well, I don't really like warm places.
You son of a
What?
You'd be the motherfucker. Be like, I want to go to Hoth, but only when it's dark. Like,
Well, if that's the point, if that's the case, I would just go to like fucking Antarctica, but like during the thing.
yeah, there you go.
You know, if
You
we're gonna
go.
go down Mark's path here, you know where I'd go? I'd go to the Aperture Enrichment Center.
There are so many fucking
know
jokes
what
that I
that
can
is.
make right now.
Go for it.
I don't feel good about myself.
So what else is new?
That's all right. We don't feel good about you either, buddy.
The Aperture Testing Center for reference purposes. Yeah, I love you too, you fat piece of shit. Anyway, the Aperture Performance Center is where they do the stuff in the game's Portal, which, you know, is a game that has like a heavy amount of jumping puzzles involved in it. I want you to imagine CJ doing jumping puzzles.
I met the voice in Plato.
I would imagine any of us doing just jumping, period.
Yeah. It's just like for us it would be bad for entirely different reasons.
Fern says she wants to go to Narnia.
Oh, that's a good poll.
And Narnia would be all right.
Yeah.
Narnia would be cool. Narnia is the safe Middle Earth, as far as I'm concerned.
I'd hang out with a talking one. The only problem with that is that it's too Jesus-y for me, and I'm not a religious person.
You just
Like if I'm gonna go to like
believe...
if I'm gonna go to some kind of a magical fantasy realm that's like a positive magical fantasy realm, I want it to be one where there's fucking.
Well, then you want to go to the place that I'm looking up right now, Mark, because the name escapes me, but I'm trying to get the name of it right now. But it's from the show The Magicians, and it's very Narnia-esque in terms of the concept, but it's not as Narnia in terms of the religion. I'm trying to find the name of this.
The Labyrinth. I don't want to have sex with David
The
Bowie.
place in Spiderwick Chronicles.
Well, I mean,
I'm not having sex with David Bowie.
I'm not saying
we're aware of that.
I mean,
I'm not saying I
Death
wouldn't
Star
have
would be
sex with
cool
David
to do
Bowie. I'm just saying it's
I'm
not my
saying
first
I would.
choice.
I'd rather hang out in the labyrinth than wherever the fuck the Dark Crystal is set. Let's put it that way. Like,
Yeah, I don't want to have sex with anything in the Dark Crystal.
I don't want to fucking have any. I don't want to have sex with anything Muppet related or Bowie related.
Okay,
come
fine,
on.
fine.
Mark
Cool
wants to
world.
fuck a girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, that's the same as going to Sin City, I think.
Or Toontown.
Toontown.
No, Toontown's very happy.
The fuck it is. Not if you're that shoe.
Fucking too.
Fuck.
And I mean ice.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Well, I think I even yelled that when we were
Back to Muppet fucking.
Fillory. Fillory's the name of the world. So if you've read the book by Lev Grossman or seen the show on Sci-Fi, they go to Fillory, and Fillory is very much Narnia without the religion.
Fillory sounds like the porno version of Toontown.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Fillory.
It does.
So, Labyrinth. So all the women seem to want to go to Labyrinth. I think they want to fuck. They just want to fuck Bowie. I get it. It is what it is.
Because they want to be next to the Goblin
Yeah.
King.
Yeah, right before
Yeah.
he fucking Fillories them up, he just goes, "You remind me of the Babe."
You know where I'd actually go for a week?
The Babe.
Angel Grove.
Why do I feel like
I know that name, but
Angel Grove?
fuck, where is it?
CJ in specific should know that name.
it's
Yeah.
I know it, but I can't think of what it is.
Oh fuck!
I'll give you a hint. Gerard.
Yeah. I mean, in that same regard, I'd go to Bayside before I go to Angel Grove.
No. Here's my thing. Here's my thing, right? If you're guaranteed to be safe for a week, you're not going to give them COVID. You're not going to fucking get any weird diseases from them. You're not going to die in the process of it. Which would you rather do? Hang out with Zach Morris, the world's biggest asshole, for a week, or see actual giant robots beating the shit out of weird monsters from space?
I'd want to have a shot at Kelly Kapowski. Nothing to do with Zach Morris.
Motherfucker, there is no point in your life where you ever had a shot at Kelly Kapowski.
Fuck you.
Screech had a better shot at Kelly Kapowski.
I think he's got a closer chance to Screech.
That's just wrong.
Speaking of Saved by the Bell, have any of you
I got
seen
10
the
minutes
reboot?
in and was like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Also, I want to say, despite the fact that I just spent several minutes
I've been
dunking on
the whole
CJ and
series.
saying he has
It's
no
better.
shot at Kelly Kapowski, of the four of us, he is probably the one who has the best shot at Kelly Kapowski.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes,
I don't really give a fuck about Kelly Kapowski. I got my own fucking dream girl.
Oh,
the reboot is on
yes, it is.
Peacock.
Yes, it is.
That reboot can suck my peacock.
It's really not great so far.
It's very meta. It's making fun of the original series a lot.
Yeah, but a little.
And you really see how much of a dick Zach
It's
Morris
a little
is
too much
in this
though.
show.
That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like it's almost too far into that. You know who else? You know what else they did that with was 90210. They fucking when they did the reboot of that, it was really not the way to go. So
You know, I like the BH 90210. That sucks that
it
got
was
killed.
it was I don't know.
All right, I got a place.
Yeah.
Sunnydale.
Sunnydale. Why do I feel like I should know that too?
Buffy the Vampire
Buffy.
Slayer.
See, I never watched it.
See, like the problem with that is that it would only work if you could ingratiate yourself with the Buffy the Vampire
Scooby-Gang?
Slayer characters, because otherwise you're not going to see any of the cool shit going on. If
What,
you can
but
hang
you're
out with
just
them
fucking-
for a week,
Right.
Yeah, but you're gonna fucking go to Silent Hill and have a fucking beer with Pyramid Head?
no. I'm saying you specifically want to see the fucked up shit, right? You want to see a
Yeah.
fucking. So you gotta make friends with the Scooby Gang. Can you make
Yeah.
friends with the Scooby Gang in a week and get them to like fucking bring you along with this shit?
They had Xander. I think I qualify.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
He has a
That's
point.
fair.
Xander's like he's
Xander is the
heart of
worst,
the
and everything
fucking-
about him is the worst. That's totally fair.
I mean, he's the heart of the group to a certain degree, but like he's the everyman. He's always like the guy who thinks outside the box. And is
he's the
supposed to-
spider-eating butt monkey.
Fine, but I would still. I mean, not for. I mean, look, they accepted Cordelia, and she was fucking awful to all of them. So
What about
fair. During which season, though?
which season would I join them in?
Yeah.
That's a good fucking question.
I
I don't think I don't think it would be appropriate if I was hanging out with high schoolers. So I'll wait till they're like at least in mid college.
Okay.
Like season 6, season 7 shit. I could fucking rock with them then. But like me, just like I would look like the fucking janitor, just like hanging out in the fucking library and like, hey, you kids, there's another monster, and they're just like,
We're going to
like,
assume that
fucking-
when you go to these places, you will be aged appropriately to hang out with the protagonists of these shows.
I don't know. I am what I am, man. Like
really quick.
that'd be even.
No, I'm sorry, God, Rico. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That would just be even weirder. Like I get to get transported to fucking Sunnydale, which is just off of Southern California. I'm not it's not even that long of a trip. I could drive in 8 hours. And then like as I'm making the trip, I like fucking get younger. That would be the worst part, is going back to being a teenager and hanging out with these fucking other teenagers.
So I want to explain this to Jess real quick. BH 90210 was a show about the actors who played the characters on Beverly Hills 90210 wanting to reboot 90210, and the show was about them trying to reboot the show. And it just
A fictionalized real world version of them.
it was
rebooting the show.
fucking weird. It was weird.
That sounds like some
even
meta
being
shit.
man down, and honestly, Jess, that was the best part of it. Not that they were a man down, because that sucks about Luke Perry, but they did a nice tribute to him in the very first episode. There was a really cool thing that they kind of did.
They did.
Tribute to him,
Awesome.
so that's cool.
Yeah.
I have a
Jesus
question.
Christ! I can't believe we're already like almost done. We're like 45 minutes.
I know it's been
That's
flying
fucking
today.
weird. All right, as you were.
Sea Haven. Would you guys go there?
Remind me where the fuck Sea Haven is.
Sea Haven is the fictional world they made for the Truman Show.
Oh, I think I would get fucking bored really quickly.
Right.
Like the same, it'd be like visiting fucking that neighborhood or the city in Groundhog Day. You'd just be like, fuck.
Right.
Try something new, for Christ's sake.
They went to the Puxatawny is a real place now. That's the thing. The city.
Yeah, but not what happened to it. I mean, that's true.
Oh, yeah,
but
of course. Yeah.
New York City's a real place, but there's just no fucking Ninja Turtles hanging out that we're
Yeah.
aware of.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any other.
Well, someone I don't remember who, but someone wrote Neverland, and I'm gonna pass on Neverland because Neverland's like a really fucked up place. Like, there's a lot of darkness that is not really explicit. Well,
Like
Jumanji's
Jumanji
just a
and shit.
fucking jungle. Like, that's already fucked up and scary. With like, it depends on which version of Jumanji you're looking at, but like Neverland is like that Peter Pan like kills the Lost Boys when they start to fucking want to grow up, or he banishes them to be fucking pirates. Also, I have no fucking clue where the Indians came from, because where the fuck did they came from? That means kind of Peter Pan like made them. Like he basically said, okay, you're not white, you're not British, you go off to the fucking tribe and hang out with them. So, like, I wouldn't really want to be hanging out in Neverland where there's like, okay, your options are a bloodthirsty piece of shit pirate who, like, has a fucking crocodile chasing his ass, or a racist fucking bratty little elf. Like, your options are kind of limited where the fuck you're hanging out.
Can I ask Todd or Mark to step down, because I want to give Jess some love here. I want to give her a chance to get in and get some on-screen love. It doesn't, if one of you don't mind. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. No, Jess. No. After your triumphant appearance, you must. You must. Come play.
Come on, Jessica. Come on. Please.
There she is.
Poor man's Johnny Depp. You mean Skeet Ulrich?
Hi, Jess. Bye, Jess.
There we go.
There she goes.
Yeah,
Hi.
Skeet Ulrich. He's the poor man's Johnny Depp. That's what he looks like. Sorry, my teeth and my lips are super purple from the wine I'm drinking. I'm like rocking a real Always Sunny look here.
You do you, girl. You do you.
So
Skeet Ulrich, I think they said the name was.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Honestly.
See that?
Watch Scream and tell me that's not like the poor man's Johnny Depp.
I've never seen Scream, so yeah.
All right. The Craft.
I've seen that once, so I'd have to go back, but yeah.
The douchebag who fucking like.
I'd have to, yeah.
The douchebag who's not Breckin Meyer.
I don't watch that either.
He's in Riverdale.
I don't know. Fucking.
I've heard that.
Riverdale's a good show, actually.
I get enough shows at this point.
Yeah. Fucking.
So, Jess, give us an on-screen location, somewhere you'd go hang out for a week, and no trials, tribulations, whatever.
I'm telling you, I'd go hang out in Twin Peaks, man.
All right. I never watched the show, so someone's got to help me out here. But
a Lynchian.
Anybody? Somebody?
North
anybody?
Bend, Washington.
Twin Peaks is just like a Washington foresty town, and it's like every week. It's like an X-Files thing where everything is just fucked up every week.
Yeah. And you've got like a David Lynchian-esque nightmare running around everywhere, but there's also like the chick talking the logs. Never get bored of that. She'd be my BFF. Eye patch bit.
I lived like the next town over from North Bend growing up. So I used to go up there all the time, and I've never actually gone into that restaurant and had any of the pie, but I was fully aware of it.
Well, if we're talking about like
show
diners and stuff, I want to go to the diner from Spaceballs. I'll go hang out there, get a bite to eat,
Yeah.
Just don't order the special. You'll be fine,
I would hang out at Twin Pines.
Twin Pines. What? Oh, is that the mall? The mall? Yeah. Yeah. I'd go hang out there.
Oh, the diner at Happy Days? That's a good pull. You just go to the fucking 50s and all of a sudden Alien lands and it's fucking Robin Williams.
Diner.
Oh, man. Do you have any burgers? I like some burgers. Help me. Like, just have Robin Williams just fucking walk in and just try and order food.
I'm completely making a joke when I say this, but I'm using it in reference. I want to go to Albuquerque because you always got to make that left to get to Albuquerque.
That was a deep cuts Bugs Bunny joke.
Yes, Albuquerque is also where Spatula City is. I said Albuquerque is also where they have Spatula City.
They also have fucking Breaking Bad. So
wait, you guys have never seen UHF?
Nah.
Oh man. Okay, that's another one of those movies you have to at least watch once. It was the one movie that Weird Al made back in the 80s. Or actually early 90s.
Yeah. No, I have seen it once. Yeah. You broke up when you first said it, Todd, so I didn't hear what the title was correctly.
Kateri, I would
yeah, Spatula City was the whole movie was filmed out in Albuquerque.
Kateri, I would skip like the universe of Breaking Bad because it would just be like, hey, you want to be around a bunch of like Mexican and white trash gangsters and Nazis and meth? Like, I live in Oakland. I got enough of that shit.
So just basically Albuquerque.
Oakland, for Christ's sake. Yeah. Like, I don't need to fucking deal with like I live next to a park and we have a whole fucking like homeless congregation fucking gypsy land in like literally 50 feet from my front door, like tents and everything. And I know a lot of them are on drugs because they keep yelling that they're on drugs. like,
well,
I'm high, man. Like, okay.
I'm Rick James, bitch. What you got, Todd?
I was going to say, if you really want to hang out with a bunch of meth heads and crazy people, go out to Forks, Washington. That's where the sparkly vampires come from. That's why they're sparkly, by the way, because they're eating meth addicts out there.
They're just full of crystal.
Nice.
Yep, that's why they sparkle like disco balls when they play baseball.
When he pulls his pants down. I don't need to see that shit. What I would like to see is Bella having a fucking different emotion.
Well, I have to tell a story real quick about Mark does this role-playing game. I think I brought it up on here, and I'm pretty sure I brought it up on the regular PodAskew too. It's called Werewolf that I do with him every Saturday. And don't be dissing on Philly, Adam, or I'm going to have to boot you. Just kidding. But anyway.
I didn't say heroin. I said meth.
Yeah. But he plays a werewolf, and one of the characters that everyone that was playing interacted with was apparently a huge fan of werewolves. And like we were asking how much of a fan he is, and Mark's description was this guy was Team Jacob all the way, motherfucker. That was Mark's description of how much this guy was into werewolves. It was a rather funny description. We all laughed pretty heartily at that.
He's a furry, but even more so.
Yeah, So, oh, you do? Nice. I didn't know that, Adam. I didn't
smell like shit because Chris. Sorry,
he's not wrong about Adam. I didn't realize you were in the area. Yes, you're right about Kensington. I can't argue with you there. But as a whole, yeah. Anyway,
there's a little fucking connection back to Neverland, Kensington Gardens.
There you go. So what else? I'm trying to think of any other places I really legit want to go to. Mark brought up San Dimas earlier. That was pretty funny. I would maybe do that. Most of these things, I'm trying to think though.
I would go to the future San Dimas.
Lost in Paradise. That's a great pull.
Nice pull, Mike. Very nice. Well, and that brings up an interesting point. I'd want to see New York from that world. I'd want to see New York from that world, but Mark's not wrong about Lost in Paradise. Or Mike.
Lost in Paradise.
Yeah. Good pull, Mike. Good pull.
Multi-pat.
I'll tell you one place I would love to avoid, and that's Jurassic Park. The exception being, I would visit Jurassic World right before, maybe 6 months before Jurassic World starts, like the movie. So you just go see the park and be like, "Oh, I'm kind of bored now," and then they get before the Indominus Rex bullshit.
I got one. No one's gonna. I doubt anyone's gonna get, but I want to go to the grid. I want to go to the. Yeah, but honestly, if I'm really splitting hairs here, Tron Legacy grid. I want the newer grid. I'm not gonna lie. I want the Flynn built grid, not the one that was there previously.
You want weird looking Jeff Bridges overlooking you instead of like old Grizzle?
That. I want to hang out. I want to hang out with the ISOs and Olivia Wilde. Go ahead, Todd.
I was gonna say I'd go a step further. I'd go to the Oasis.
That's not a bad poll either. That's not a bad poll. I'll give you that.
Yeah. What other? Okay. Yeah. Oh wait. I got one.
What do you got?
Mario World.
Which one? No.
Not the movie. The fucking the Super like Mario World, the first game.
What's it? No, because Super Mario Brothers, the first game, and Super Mario World, Delfino Island, Mike. Nah, maybe. Yeah. I love you guys.
You sound like a goat on helium.
My teeth are so purple.
Oh, fuck.
The N64. I changed my vote. I want to go to the Mario World N64 version. Thank you, Kateri. That's better.
Nah,
just so I can take that fucking just so I can take that fucking penguin and drop it off the fucking head.
Oh, Jesus. That's funny. Oh, Hyrule. If we're going video games, Hyrule.
Hey, Mario.
I roll to you too. I'm acting like I'm drunk, but I'm not drunk.
You're acting more drunk this week when you're not drunk than you were last week when you were drunk.
This was just a fucking mocha.
Wait, you were drunk last week and I missed it?
I don't remember if you were there or not.
She wasn't here. No, she wasn't here. She wasn't here.
Yeah, well, you'll see New Year's.
You know where else I'd want to go? I don't know how to describe. I don't know how to name the place, but the cove where they hid the treasure from the first Pirates of the Caribbean, or just hang out on the Black Pearl.
No, you lose me on that one.
You want to swim around in Cortez's treasure and get scurvy? That's an interesting choice.
You just want to go to Tortuga and fuck like Giselle and Anna Maria or whatever.
There's that too. I can't.
See, you lose me on that because I'm terrified of the ocean. That'd be like going to Amity. I'm like, I'm good.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you were terrified of syphilis. And that seemed like it was.
Well, that too. I don't want to.
More of a.
I don't need to fucking fuck with like Jack Sparrow's homies.
Kateri, that's the name I said earlier. Hyrule. The Zelda name you're thinking of is Hyrule. There was another one. It was another video game one I was just thinking of, but I just blanked on it. Fuck, that pisses me off.
Donkey Kong Country.
No, Minecraft.
Mine fucked Minecraft.
That piece of shit game.
What?
Coast of the Cell. Mike, what's Coast of the Cell? Is that one of the ones in? Oh, yeah, Final Fantasy VII. I was wondering if it was that. You know where I actually want to go? Vice City. If we're doing video games, Vice City.
Just go to Miami.
No, Minecraft sucks balls. It sucks square
right?
Balls. It sucks.
No, it does
balls.
not. Does not.
So.
I
watched Mark play enough of it to know that I would never play that if my life depended on it.
I did play it. I would never visit there. But when you're like kind of drunk and you're like, I want to build some shit and run from a fucking pixelated zombie, it's fine. But I would never want to visit there because I'd have to do all the fucking work. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You just have to. It's like I'm on vacation. I don't want to fucking work. What the fuck is this shit? At least fucking Simpsons has a hotel.
Mark's like, I won't visit there, but
it wouldn't necessarily have to be a vanilla world, or even like a.
Well, I'd rather go to a
creative world where you can just build all day.
That's a little bit more my palate.
But build all day? Ugh.
Yeah, no. Miss me on
It'd
that.
be fun.
No, I'll just have fucking.
If I have to snap together my drink, I'm out.
I'd rather just fucking have like Emmett and all the builders fucking just build me a house, and then, you know, I don't know.
So Jess, while we've got you here, what now that you've had a week and you've probably maybe listened to the episode because you don't listen to things you record, how do you feel about being on PodAskew? You
I
did.
listened to it. I do not regret it. It ended up okay. As you know, I had a massive amount of anxiety,
Good.
but I will be back, whether you want me to
Yeah,
or
yeah.
not.
You know,
Terry, that
Don't worry, you guys are going to be on Body Count. I'm
I
one for
would
you.
love to be on
the
Body Count.
appropriate-
I'm excited to do that. Mal,
Hey, Mal.
Hey Mal. I just thought of a place I'd want to go to. There's two places and they're kind of in the same world, but they're from two different series. So bear with me. But I'd want to go to Republic City and the Earth Kingdom from the Avatar world, and not the blue space creatures Avatar.
last Airbender shit.
Yeah.
No,
The
not
blue,
those
the blue
fuckers.
Smurf kitties.
Just what you were saying?
Oh, nothing. I was just, that makes more sense.
Okay. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, not the
When
not
Rico
the
clarified.
yeah, not
for me.
the avatarted fucking world.
No, yeah, there's a TV show from Nickelodeon called The Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then there was a second series called The Legend of Korra, and Republic City's from Korra, and there's the Earth Kingdom there too. But I'd want to go to the first series for.
CJ, can I ask like a question because I don't fucking never watched Avatar: The Last
Sure.
Airbender. What's with the fucking arrow? Like, is he just pointing? Like, is he like, hey, my eyes are down here? Like, what the fuck is that?
It's a symbol of getting to a certain level of enlightenment because they're monks. The airbenders are monks, so it's like it's a symbol for achieving a certain level of efficiency in airbending and enlightenment.
So
I thought it was a symbol for I'm open for business. Look down.
What were you saying, Rico?
I'm just trying to imagine like other monks when they move up in their ranks, they just get a fucking glowy burn thing in their fucking forehead.
No, the only one that can make it glow is Aang because he's the Avatar. But yes, other monks that are airbenders are not even monks, just people who are airbenders. Like for example, in Korra, the second series, which takes place like 30 or 40 years after Airbender, Aang's here, I'll even show you. This is what you're talking about. For those not familiar, that's what Rico's talking about.
It just looks like a weird like I would imagine it's like a hazard symbol in fucking Tibet or something.
Well, anyway, but so Aang's granddaughter
Tattoo to me.
gets to that level of enlightenment. They actually give her the tattoos. So, because it's a tattoo. It's a tattoo of the arrow. And it actually starts in your spine and goes out to your forelimbs and over your head. So it goes down your legs, onto the top of your feet, and the top of your arms, down not on the palms, but on the top of your hand, the backs of your hands. And then it comes over the head and hangs out right on your forehead there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what you asked. That's what it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to represent air coming out from you centrally and coming out in a different direction. You know, I mean, like that's what I think it's supposed to represent.
It's an arrow down for open for business, and then there's just a circle around all genitalia. This is where
it's the target symbol.
pretty much. Which is universal.
Adam,
it doesn't even have to be Tibetan.
Do you mean
it's just like
from the movie or from the cartoon show? I'm curious.
On his ass, there's a little fucking sign that says "No entry."
no entry.
Exit
only.
No entry, exit only.
This circle with like this
The
line
Ghostbusters,
through it,
no, just
no.
No, Rico asks a serious question, and it turns into that. Or it seems like
that's usually how it happens.
It's true. It's true.
The wine.
I put in the chat room the cul-de-sac from Ed and Eddie as well.
Just for the jawbreakers, that would be worth it alone. Because You know, to fucking see Ed, and Eddie is just they're just the worst fucking kids on the planet. Like
I double. Eh?
I mean, you got a fucking another kid who just hangs out with a fucking board all day. Like, is a great show, but it's fucking weird as fuck.
I want to bring
If the Hidden Temple was a real
I want to
place,
bring
I'd be down.
Mal up to speed real quick. So Mal, what we're talking about this week is if you could travel to a fictional location from a movie, TV show, and it seems like we've branched out into video games as well, that you would want to go hang out at for like a week on vacation, where would you want to go? So, but okay, I'll have to check that out sometime, Adam. Once quarantine's over and COVID bullshit, I'll have to go check that out.
You know, Adam, you might appreciate this. There was a guy who does a series of YouTube videos for Airbender and all that shit. I don't remember. It was called like Legend of something, but it wasn't Legend of Korra.
It's a spin-off of it's a spin-off series that there's a comic book of, I believe. So
And he asked me to do a voice, and I don't remember because I just did like 2 voices for this guy, but like periodically he and I will fucking hit each other up and like, hey, you need like another voice? It's like, yeah, maybe, and then it just doesn't happen. So, but I did technically do a voice for some version of Avatar.
The Airbender, yeah. You did. Yeah. It came out pretty good. I just don't have it in front of me to remember what it was, but
it was just me lowering my voice. That's all it was. Like,
yeah, it was just some of the stuff you don't Batman alone, but yeah.
And then saying, I'm open for business. Do it in a real serious way. Do it.
Oh dear.
I am closed.
If you could only see the like Sam Elliott, that'd be even more.
Now,
awesome.
don't worry about whether you would die at this point. We were trying to go for places you'd hang out, and then Mark fucking pulled out Silent Hill, and I went to shit. So pick a spot. No.
No, he pulled out the H.P. Lovecraft fucking.
He did. He pulled out the
location.
Lovecraft too. So
Right. All these horrible places, the upside down as well.
I mean, look, the rule was that you get to survive. Like, it's not like you're going to go to fucking Sunnydale and be bitten by a vampire. You know, you get to fucking. Yeah, Mark's about to unleash.
Well, I mean, I said I'd go to Gotham. Oh, he's Outworld as well. Okay, Mal took it way out in left field. It's in Danganronpa. That's I believe it's an anime location. I don't know much about it beyond that, but yeah.
The Fresh Prince house. That's so just Bel Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
She just wants to hang out with Will Smith.
Lothric. Again, places of no. Well, I mean, if we're going okay. If we're going for versions of places, I want to go hang out in Guma from the initial D series. I'd go do that, or whatever the fucking town's called in Ghost in the Shell. I'd go do that too. The Full House. That's San Francisco, but sure.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of squatters in a fucking townhouse in San Francisco. It's not really that.
I don't know if they're squatters. Danny owns the house.
Tell that to Joey. That motherfucker's a squatter.
House.
Oh, Joe. Well, no, he was invited though.
Cut it out.
Fuller House was a good show. I liked it, but yeah, they weren't paying rent.
Where the fuck is Blade Runner set?
I don't know.
New York, I thought.
It's an alternate world, right? Of like.
Well, by that standard, I would go to the prison city and Escape from L.A. Would I turn to LA or even what they call it, San Angeles in Demolition Man? Yeah.
Okay, I got one.
Yeah,
I got one.
That.
The place from Big Hero 6, San Francisco.
Okay.
San Francisco, yeah.
That would be fucking legit, fun and cool, and see like. What other? That brings up a whole other thing, like alternate fucking like places. Like we mentioned like Spider-Man 2099 and shit like that. Like for New York 2099. What other alternate? I want to.
You can't pick that.
Did anyone read
I saw
or
the
watch
first.
Altered
I saw the
Carbon?
first couple episodes of Altered Carbon. It's good.
I would totally...
Adam says he wants to go to the Death Star. There you go.
Just the
if I
hotel.
could just
Yeah.
chill in the
Adam says he wants to
hotel.
go to the Death Star before the rebels get there.
Mhm.
If you were there for a week, you still would not be able to find every room.
Yeah, right.
That's still interesting.
Mark, what's New Vegas? Refresh me.
That's Fallout.
Is that Fallout? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at me whipping out the fucking video game shit. I thought you were
right.
supposed to be a bigger gamer than me.
I'm a little scared there. Well, yeah, but that's a first-person game. I don't tend to play those. I was actually looking at my video games. I'm trying to think of other places I'd want to go to.
I would not want to go to
San Andreas.
I would not want to go to England for Fever Vendetta because that would just be England now.
Well,
or United States now.
Jess, that's
look at
my friend Mike who said Redwall.
I'm gonna look to see any inspirations on my shelves.
Well, we are getting down. We got about 20 minutes left, just to give everyone a heads up. So in about 10 minutes, we're going to start wrapping things down and doing our.
Well, then I'm gonna pop.
All right. Well,
out
thanks for
real quick
hanging
so
out,
that if
Jess.
anybody
Thanks
else
for
wants
hanging
to
out
say
on the
something,
screen.
go for
Please
it.
hang out in the room for a little bit. Mark, if you want to come back in, if nobody else does, that's by all means. Anyone else who wants to jump in, please do.
CJ, I've got one that you'll appreciate.
Hit me.
Highland from Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. Although honestly, I would just be hanging out with Beavis and Butthead watching MTV. I mean,
yeah, you would just be going on vacation to hang out with a couple of dipshits, as we all were.
Shut up, dillweed.
Dumbass.
Well, let me tell you, boys, you guys gotta stop whacking off of my tool shed.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good, Rudy. I like that. Not bad.
You the boys are whacking in my tool shed.
I'm not done yet, Mel. I'm doing one a day, so I'm trying to stretch them out. Although I'm trying to find this Johnny Depp cartoon or Johnny Depp joke that they're trying to get canceled the show already.
It's on a poster in the background.
All right, they need to calm the fuck down for real. So
it's
not the Animaniacs. They're fine. The people that are getting all bent out of shape about it need to calm down.
It's just kind of interesting that Warner Brothers is throwing shade. It's like kind of interesting timing.
Well, according to what I read, that joke was written like 3 years ago.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that they talk about in the first season is that a lot of the stuff gets done.
Yeah.
It was written 3 years ago, so the stuff they're doing. Mike, isn't Bob's? I swear to God, I think Bob's Burgers is like Central New Jersey. No joke. I think it's meant to be. They don't say it, but I think it's New Jersey.
It's New York. I'm pretty sure
because Mr. Fish Odor or whatever the fuck his name is has a. It's basically Asbury Park, or not Asbury Park, but Asbury Park, where Jersey Shore, the fucking terrible MTV show, was shot. But I could be wrong.
Yeah,
it's on Ocean Avenue in an unnamed town, either in Long Island or on the Jersey Shore.
Okay,
they don't specify, but it's somewhere in this area.
Would any of you want to live in like the fucking universe of The Sopranos? So basically just Jersey?
No.
I already live in Jersey.
Yeah.
I would like to visit. I would like to visit the Stanley Hotel for a week.
Is that The Shining?
Yes, that's The Shining.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You just want to get hammered with like in the bar with fucking the bartender and a bunch of other ghosts and shit.
Mark, you're fired.
You know where I'd be curious to see. I forget what the name of them. I think the film's called Interstellar, but it's the one with Chris Pratt and he wakes up early.
Oh, that's
is that Interstellar or
no? That's with McConaughey. It is called Passengers.
Passengers. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Mike said it just as you said it, so thank you both of you guys. So
I fucking hate that movie. I'm not gonna lie.
I did. I'm not. I kind of liked it. I'm not saying it was.
I mean,
fantastic.
I just fucking got so bent out of shape about what Chris Pratt did. Like,
he was shitty. No, I can't. I can't argue with that.
Super shitty. And I'm like, motherfucker, Go wake up the captain, you fucking asshole. Like, don't fucking be like, I'm lonely, I need some booty. And just fucking wake up the doctor, maybe.
You know where I would go want to go? I don't know why this didn't occur to me till now, but I don't know what it's called technically, but wherever Ralph from Wreck-It Ralph hangs, like that world that they're in where they go from video game to video game. I don't know what that's.
Yeah, fuck the video, like fuck Mario World. Just go to the one that has all of them. You know,
Right.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I'd go hang out there.
That's essentially the Oasis, man.
It's different because it's pre-designed like actual video games that you can go run through, the green zone with Sonic as opposed to,
right. But you can do that. You can do that in the Oasis as well. Because that was the point of the Oasis. It was like an open world where you can do anything.
Right, but that's
games,
if the green zone existed. Like there still had what's his face had to have created the green zone to be able to go do that.
You know what would actually
They
probably
had
be a fun place to go
in that
visit?
movie.
What's that, Mark?
You know what would actually probably be a fun place to go visit?
What's that?
Fraggle Rock.
Yeah.
Down in Fraggle Rock.
Because then you could yell at me about the trash heap.
Not everything is about you, CJ. I can yell about
when you go to Sesame Street, you actually can yell at a trash can and a motherfucker who's in it.
Yeah, here
So
I can yell at I can yell at a trash heap and she'll yell back at me.
True.
I'll kick a Gorg's ass. I don't give a shit. I'll be like, you want to fight my friends, Junior? Let's fucking go. I'm your size.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Here we are.
Humans are the same size. Humans are the same size as the Gorgs. I'll kick Junior Gorg's ass. I don't give a shit.
You don't have to kick his ass. Just kick him in the ball sack.
No, I don't think they. I don't know if they have the fucking appropriate anatomy. I just like give him a pizza DDT.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look up and see if there's a name to this world that I was just thinking of, because there's a movie I would go hang out in the world, but I don't know what the name of the world is, if there is one.
What's the movie?
Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. It's an anime.
Castle Rock would be.
I'm aware of it, but I've never watched.
Castle Rock would be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a hard on for like the location of Stephen King shit.
He wrote a lot of horrible books, and I don't mean horrible as in bad. I mean horrible as in horrifying. If my safety is guaranteed, I want to watch other people suffer for a week.
Just go outside.
There's a lot of your character there, Mark.
My safety is not guaranteed if I go outside.
Wear a mask.
It still doesn't guarantee it.
All right. Just look out your window then.
Yeah, Matthew, Aurora came up earlier. Aurora's a real place, though, so it's kind of borderlining. But yeah, Wayne and Garth hanging out with those guys.
I had one. Aragon.
Nah.
Aragon's just kind of a more fucking less crazy version of Middle Earth.
True.
Yeah.
But I would still pick Harry Potter, world over that anyway.
Cybertron. I'm going to Cybertron.
Cybertron would be interesting. There's always a war on Cybertron, though. I mean...
Or Gobatron.
Every day is the Overlook at Mark's place.
I don't know what that means, but...
It's a Shining reference.
Yeah.
Okay. Xanadu. Jay pulling out Xanadu.
You can overlook these nuts. Got him! Got him!
Mark doesn't go to sleep. Mark just goes doctor sleep.
I
Okay,
don't go to sleep, I wait.
Here we go. Movie Matthew put up a good one. Pee-wee's Playhouse. Jess says nailed it like Martin Luther. Oh dear God. That's...
I know you are, but what am I?
Oh man.
I very much appreciate that reference. That was great.
Which one?
Nailed it like Martin Luther.
Oh yeah. Well, Mike says we need a secret word now. We need that. We need to have the secret word of the episode.
The secret word is Carl.
Who the fuck is Carl?
I don't know, but he has opinions like a complete toilet. What about the universe of Doom?
The universe of Doom.
Like the video game Doom?
The afterlife in Beetlejuice.
Nice.
That's a good pull. That's a good pull.
That's a really good pull, dude. I would just be satisfied with the fucking like the model fucking city that Beetlejuice hangs out in. I'd be cool with that.
Nice fucking model. What about the world of Warframe? I don't know if I'd want to visit there necessarily.
Yeah, I don't.
I was gonna say technically it does exist now, but before like last year, the Brady Bunch house.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about homes, yeah, I mean that I guess, but I don't know. That's why I wasn't real big on the Full House thing either, because it's like, that's like going to hang out at the bungalow for Golden Girls,
or the fucking apartment at Different Strokes,
or the apartments for Friends. I mean, or Seinfeld, or one of those bullshits, So
I would like that is definitely a fictional place, because to fucking find like an apartment in New York City where a waitress can afford a like nice place like that, and you got a fucking out of work actor, and then what the fuck does Chandler do? Like,
he's an executive of some sort, I believe.
Yeah, even his friends don't know what the fuck he does. They say that like you guys don't know what I do. Fucking that show is so goddamn fucking fictional.
Oh, I know. I hate that show. I'm not a fan.
I don't hate the show. It's just a lot of people move to New York thinking they could fucking, I'll be there for you.
Yeah, see, I was gonna suggest the world of Warhammer 40K, Jess, but like I figured I would be the only person who would understand why that's hilarious.
Okay. Mark, what were those colonies called in the Gundam series? Specifically Wing, but I'll take any of them.
I know what you're talking about, the new type colonies. I don't remember what the exact name of them was, like new something or another. But yeah, like living in the world of Gundam in general would be kind of interesting for a week. Just if you could see like Gundam fights and whatnot.
Oh yeah, totally. See, I'd rather see. You talked about watching large robots fight. I'd rather watch that than Angel Grove.
Yeah, but you'd be more likely to get a front row seat for a giant robot fight. In the Gundam universe, it happens all over the place.
True.
You could hang out with fucking Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah, but based on your logic, I got about as much of a shot with her as I do with Kelly Kapowski.
Just keep your. I would say that
you have less of a shot because, like, she was dating 20-year-old fucking Jason David Frank, and regardless of whether or not he's a tool at this point, 20-year-old Tommy, he could fucking get it.
You have a bigger chance with the Blue Ranger.
Thanks.
It's funny because he's actually gay.
I got the joke, Mark. Thanks.
He's like, my balls match my suit.
Okay, if we're gonna do just individual locations, I'm going to Coyote Ugly.
But that actually does exist. That's not a fictional thing. It was based on a true story.
But it exists because of the movie.
No
bar fucking exists like that though.
Not the exact way that it was, but in the general vicinity of it. It was over dramatized for the movie, obviously.
I don't understand any fucking bar that allows fucking women to fucking dance on the bar. Like no bar owner allows that shit. No respectable bar owner allows that shit.
Jessica says again, syphilis is a real thing.
That's why they fucking gnaw off their fucking arm.
Movie Matthew, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That reboot is god awful.
Which one? For which reboot?
For Saved by the Bell.
I'm still very strongly voting for Silent Hill.
Of course you are.
It wasn't great, but it wasn't exactly the worst thing I ever saw. I've seen way worse.
I want to add on to my Harry Potter location and specifically say the Burrow, the Weasley house.
Okay.
I always thought that fucking house was like, if you'll excuse the pun, it was magical as fuck. Like Hogwarts is great, but like I could just imagine like Molly Weasley just fucking whipping up some fucking amazing ass English food, and I'd be happy as fuck. I don't know what the fuck the English eat, but I know it's food.
Listen,
Whereas,
we're having a blast with this, but Rico, we're down to like 5 minutes and 50 seconds, so it's time to start saying goodnight, I think.
Yep. All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Todd. Wait, Todd, before you go, did I see that you're correctly? Are you doing Cards Against Humanity? You're going to attempt it again this week? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it again tonight. As long as everybody. Actually, I was thinking either I'll do it all here. I'm not gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna do it over in
Discord.
On Discord. I think that makes it easier to, people can swap. But if whoever's I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll play it on here.
No,
though.
I just wanted to plug what you were doing. That's
unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to hang tonight. I got other chores I have to do. I actually have to legit chop wood. Like, no joke.
Adam, I don't know that we've had you on before, but please come back again. We're here every week from 8 to 10 Eastern, and we're doing a live New Year's Eve episode. We'll be here on New Year's Eve from 10:30 to 12:30, counting down to midnight. So,
yeah, Adam, I'm adding you as a friend. So
yeah, for sure.
Don't fucking, don't fucking
don't disappoint us.
Me too.
Yeah, so come back and hang out with us. I don't know if that's is that your Adam, Jess? I was wondering. There you go. Yes, it is. And apparently he lives in my area, so that's like double thumbs up there.
Aw, CJ gets to make another friend.
I have friends.
That you could actually meet in person.
Yeah, once this COVID shit's over.
It's fucking social distance. Just be like, hi, how are you? Then
how
get
you
the
doing?
fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
No, all jokes aside, Adam, I actually work in the city when COVID's not happening. So if you did want to grab a beer, we could maybe make that happen. But all right. Yeah, I know. Nobody. I live in Jersey, Adam, but I'm literally across the river, and I work in Center City. Anyway, when
he's in a good mood, he lives in Philly. When he's in a bad mood, he lives in fucking Jersey.
Fuck you. All right, Todd, Mark, thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to ask you to jump off.
Yeah,
we're gonna wrap this thing down. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. We got Movie Matthew, Mal, Adam, Jess, Mark, Todd, Mike, Jay, as always, because let's say, to be real, she's the OG fan here, and Kateri, who is quickly climbing the ranks with Jay there as an old school fan as well. So thank you all for coming to hang out with us. We very much appreciate it. Again, I'm going to push. We'll be here New Year's Eve. We're here every Friday. I'm working on the music for New Year's now. If I get as crazy as I'm thinking, I might do a 2-hour pre-show. So we'll see. But either way, there's that. And there also might be an exciting announcement for me and music coming up. But I'm not going to say all the details on that yet because I'm still working out some of the specifics. But thank you for coming out. Please, if you can, go hang out with Todd. Play Cards Against Humanity. It is a lot of fucking fun. If he pulls it off the way he wants, you're going to get to watch us do it, which will be even more fun because I've played a few times and it gets really fucking funny. So, but yeah, so come do that. And thank you again for hanging out with us on PodAskew. And we will be back this time next week. PodAskew.